Welcome to Books with Jody. Today we're going to talk about my February TBR. Generally, I don't read a lot of romance, so this month will definitely be an exception to my normal reading routine. First off, we have Ruthless, Vows by Rebecca Ross. This is the sequel to Divine Rivals, which came out early last year. Divine Rivals was one of my top books of 2023, and it was a wonderful read. Ruthless Vows is about the two main characters from Divine Rivals, Iris and Roman, who met through magical typewriters, and they got married in a rush during the war. This is the follow-up when they don't know if they'll ever see each other again. It says that 2 weeks have passed since Iris returned home bruised and heartbroken from the front, but the war was far from over. Roman is missing, and the city of Oath continues to dwell in a state of disbelief and ignorance. It'll be interesting to see how things play out for the young lovers. I'm very excited for Ruthless Vows. I just got this in January for my birthday. Next up, we have Emma by Jane Austen. I'm hoping that this will be the Jane Austen I like. I keep trying Jane Austen books, Jane Austen adaptations, and I can't get into them. Same with the Bronte sisters. I just don't think they're for me. I keep trying, but maybe I'll be surprised. So Emma by Jane Austen, I feel is a good fit for February, as it's a romance. I haven't seen the adaptation with Gwyneth Paltrow, but I hear nothing but good things about it. From what I remember, Emma is about a woman who basically plays like female Cupid, tries to set a bunch of people up, and we get to see how it plays out. Fingers crossed this is a Jane Austen that I'll actually enjoy. Next up, we have The Romance of the Forest by Anne Radcliff. Anne Radcliff writes very gothic and exaggerated novels, like women are always fainting or they're going off to convalesce to get better. And Jane Austen was friends with Anne Radcliff, and she would make fun of her, like the extremes of the novels. And so she wrote Northanger Abbey as a direct response to Anne Radcliffe's writing. I thought that one was okay. I think I got all the way through of it. So it's interesting. I'm going to read how Jane Austen does romance, and then I'm going to read how Anne Radcliffe does romance. This book is about a girl named Adeline, by a girl named Adeline, who is sold to a family to pay off her own family's debts. And then the family moves into the middle of the forest to a deserted abbey. So you have the really mysterious vibes of being alone in the middle of a forest, a deserted place. So I'm interested to see how this one will play out. I have read one other Anne Radcliffe, was The Sicilian Romance. This was really, really good. I highly enjoyed this one. It's about two people and the lengths they went through to be together, and also about the supporting characters and how they went to such lengths to keep these two apart. So this was a really short read, but definitely recommend. Next up, we have a cute, teeny tiny book. This was the cover, but this is way more beautiful. I don't know if you can see the imprint, the Livaria Lello Porto. This is Love of Perdition by Camilo, Castelo, Branco, and it's sold specially at apparently the most beautiful bookshop in the world in Spain. So it's a whole big thing to go to this bookshop and get a book from there simply because it's so gorgeous. So this is a fairly short, 227 pages of this size pages, and it says, Love of Perdition, the masterpiece that Camilo wrote in just a fortnight after his imprisonment for copulating with a married woman in the municipal prison in front of Livario Lello. It asks the question, should a couple's love survive death? This book is about if one person passes, what happens to that love? So I'm very excited to read this one. It's so cute, it'll be easy to throw in my bag. Next up, we have a read from another author I enjoy, Women in Love by D.H. Lawerence. I read Sons and Lovers last year, and I really enjoyed it. I think I have about 3 copies of it. So I think I've gotten into this before, but then got distracted. Women in Love is about 2 sisters. They're sitting at home sewing and drawing, the epitome of a quiet domestic scene. They hesitate to allow romantic love and marriage with its sexual expectations into their calm lives. Eventually, they are drawn into the complex romantic relationships Ursula marries, and Gudrun begins a stormy love affair with a coal miner. All 4 characters struggle with themselves, each other, and society, mirroring the conflict of World War I raging around this book. It looks like it'll be really interesting. And lastly, I feel I should read another Agatha Christie. So this is not the whole book. These are these beautiful Canterbury Classic editions. I have quite a few. So this is a collection of classic works from women writers. There's Agatha Christie, Charlotte Perkins Gilman, Jane Austen, Elizabeth Gaskell, Bronte sisters, Anne Radcliffe, Mary Shelley, Christina Rossetti, Willie Carther, Emma Dixon, Edith Wharton. So there's, like, the end papers are gorgeous. So I think I'm going to start off at the beginning with The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie. I think I'm going to start with that one. So I'll have, this one at least won't contain love, but there's so many Agatha Christie books out there. If I don't start picking up the pace, I feel like I'm never going to get through them all.